little soda pop.
Hey, it's Hermela, and I hate editing. Okay, I'm Kat. So, what I did was I took all my vacation photos, videos, smashed them together in CapCut, and we're going to look back, react, unpack. Summer vacation. Let's go. Okay, so this JEJU trip was very last minute. I was in water-bombed Busan, and I was like, hey, JEJU's so close. I got 4 days until I go to Singapore. Let me just go. So I went. And it was a pre-solo trip to the solo trip. So here I am, I was at the market. Then the next day, since I was staying north of JEJU, so JEJU City, I wanted to go south. So I took the bus all the way to southern part of JEJU, ate some kimbap, and then let's listen to the ocean. I'm telling you, I don't think I could ever get sick of the water by this point. After living in Pohang, it's just, that sound feels so good. Okay, so I had some dinner. Jjigae was so good, so tasty. I'm gonna miss this when I go back home. All finished. Yeah, and my teacher recommended me this place for sweets. And the next day I went surfing with the girl in my hostel. It was so fun. We had such a good, I had a good time. I hope she did too. And I had some bingsu with one of the other teachers from my program, and I left JEJU.
Hello friends. I completely forgot that I was planning to vlog Singapore and Japan, so I gotta start with the leaving part. Currently I have a cold. I just went to JEJU and I think I just, got a little sick.
Yeah, so according to Google, apparently, all the bacteria in the water caused me to be sick. So, yeah.
From the hostel or after surfing. Anyways, I look out of it just because I
was.
I did my cornrows yesterday.
They look good at the beginning.
A little cute, right? My flight is Monday, and I'm spending one night in Incheon. I thought about doing one of those spa things, but, I have a hard time sleeping if it's not quiet and if it's not, the right environment. So I was kind of scared of not being able to sleep because I also can't sleep on flights. So I just did a hotel instead. Here is our packing situation. We have one suitcase, just one. Looking forward, super excited for solo trip. I can cross off my bucket list.
Yup, I was feeling it here. I remember, I was so congested. It was literally so bad. Yeah, and so I made it to Incheon.
My favorite hobby is being stuck on the side of the road. I feel so sick right now.
Wow, my skin also looked terrible.
Because I am. Let's get a tour of this bougie hotel. Okay, I think it's pretty up there, but we'll see. Look at the entrance. Okay, so much storage. There's even hold on, let me show you. There's even a laundry room. Here's some storage. We got our mirror.
Room.
Yep. We have a separatable yeah, we got our separatable bathroom. Yes, okay. We have a sink. We have cooking, I guess. We got our microwave, closet. Got a TV, our bed, and a balcony? Question mark. I don't know what's going on. But here we are. I need to maybe
sleep,
and then we'll see if I want to go outside and venture. But I'm so tired. So random, but I think what's so interesting about hotels here is that to conserve electricity, you need to put your card in the slot And all the power turns off if that is not in there, which I found very intriguing. But good morning. Just kidding. 2 hours later, here we are. That was a good nap.
I was so tired.
Gone. This is 2 naps in 1 week. The last time I napped.
I think what's hilarious about this is I just keep, at the rest of this trip, keep talking about how much times I've napped. Like, I kid you not, guys. Like, I don't nap. I don't nap at all. I've napped more times this year than I've napped, like, my entire life. Like, okay, not counting as a baby. I'm, like, since I was conscious of my napping.
It was like a year ago. That's like my fun fact. The thing is, the weather app says it's pouring rain outside. It's not even raining. Currently, the weather, both in Singapore, Osaka, and Tokyo, it's literally rain and the temperatures are lower. So, I'm not going to be walking in the heat.
Yeah, and I didn't. I really didn't. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. I think I really lucked out. So yeah, here I am just exploring a little bit. And I made my way back because it was dark and there was nothing really there.
Help me understand what is going on. Why is Jonathan interviewing imaginary characters? Look. I don't know if
that was kind of hilarious.
I'm so confused. What's going on? Oh, you just missed it. Right? You saw that. They were like, K-pop demon hunters. Maybe that's what he was interviewing. I was so confused.
Yep, and here I am cleaning or pretending to clean up. I don't even know what's going on.
Shower's good. Now gotta get ready to sleep because my flight is at 11, I think. That means I'll probably get to the airport by 9. That means I need to get out of here by 8. And need to wake up at 7:30. See you tomorrow. Bye. Hello. Good morning. Guess I'm running late. Technically,
of course.
So I'm supposed to be out of here by 8, but I don't think I'm gonna make it. I don't think I'm gonna be out of here by 8. Nice angle, but yesterday I was supposed to fill out the immigration form, like that thing that you do before you enter the different country.
Yeah, so I ended up doing it, I think, right there or on the bus. I can't remember. But I was literally running late. Okay, I was running late.
There's no Wi-Fi besides the actual buses. Hello. And I'm probably gonna get there at 9:30.
Yeah, so basically what happened was I think I got there 30 minutes before departure because I went to the wrong terminal. But then our flight became like delayed, so I think it's okay. But yeah, I walked through the same entrance the way I walked in, and I was like, wow, like 6 months ago, I was walking into Incheon. But yeah, I got to the airport, saw the waterfall. So I asked this girl to take a photo of me, because I thought she would say yes. So she took a photo of me, and then I helped take a photo of her because she was also solo traveling too, but she was leaving Singapore and I was coming. So I ended up taking her photos, her videos, and it looked really nice. I'm doing like a recap of my year with the zooming out video. I asked her to take that video for me, and she's like, oh, this is so cool. Wait, can I do that too? I was like, yeah, of course. So I did that for her. Hers looked really good. Her camera was also really good, so it looked really good. And then another couple saw, and they're like, oh, can you take our photo? I was like, yeah, sure. And then I took it. It looked really good. Like, ooh, like really good. These 2 guys came up to me, and they were like, you look like you know how to take a photo. Can you take our photo? I was like, bro, maybe this is a sign. In my other life, I would have been a photographer. Once I took some videos, got some photos. I headed to my hostel, and that was near Marina Bay, like really, really near Marina Bay. Yeah, so I was super tired, but yeah, I'm there. I'm in a different country again. Second time in a year. Korea is number 1. So explored a little bit. I had dinner, but I forgot to record. And unfortunately, it didn't sit in my stomach all night. I was going up to the bathroom every hour. It was pretty bad. But it was also hot in that hostel. There was 2 showers for like 40 people. Let me pause this. 2 toilets for the building. Okay, the building that had a club above us that was playing music at least until 1 a.m. That's all I have to say. So that first night was rough. But we woke up and we went to that area. I forgot what it was called, but yeah, I went. Yeah. And it was nice. There's a lot of people, as you could see. And yeah, you see all the architecture had the flowers and plants. I also had the kaya toast. I went to Chinatown, but I was dead. Literally, I'm so tired. That's what I was saying. Oh my God. But the double-decker buses were so nice because you could see like a really nice view of the city, right? I went to the library, but I was getting really tired. So I don't even remember what I ate. I don't think I ate because I was scared to eat besides the kaya toast. So I just took a nap. And what I'm saying right here is like
3rd nap this week. I've napped for the rest of my life for the next 3 years because never ever have I napped more than 1 time in like a month.
Yeah, that's still, yeah, it was weird. But yeah, so I went to Sentosa Island after my nap. I just walked a lot to get there, actually. And then my first ever Shake Shack because they had a vegetarian burger, but $12 was diabolical. I'm so sorry. It was good, but And then the next day, I wanted to go to this architecture. Like, listen, the water is like really clear. I really liked it. It was really quiet. It was like a business area, I think, but it was like really nice. Like the greenery, the waterfall, the building. I was like, woo, you know? That's why I came to Singapore. Garden by the Bay and architecture and the greenery, of course. So, yeah, that was really pretty. Yeah, I really like this spot. And again, not crowded at all. So, yeah. And so then I went to like the Garden by the Bay area. This is like the mall pretty much right next to it. I ate lunch and then I was just walking around the garden. This was kind of hot. At this time it was like actually kind of hot, but I just wanted to see the greenery in the daylight. Then I made my way into like the garden, like the cloud forest and the floral one after, and it took me about an hour to walk through. I realized we couldn't go backwards, so at some point I started slowing down because I was like, why am I rushing this? Because it was like $40, pretty much $50 for both exhibitions, so like together. But yeah, it was really nice. I enjoyed that part. And lots of like plants. Like I was forgetting this is real. It's like in Minnesota, there's Como Park and the observatory inside. So it just felt like you were walking through that. And Chicago has something similar too. But yeah, and the theme was like Jurassic Park. So everything was Jurassic Park themed. But yeah, it was really nice and pretty big. And at night, it looks supposedly darker. So. Yeah, this was my favorite shot. I took so many photos and the lighting just like is crazy. That was so pretty to look at. And there was like multiple people behind me stopping. Like I was like, this is so good. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, Singapore was like the first time I was doing a full solo travel. Like that was crazy. I mean, it didn't become solo after like this shot because I met a friend that was also traveling, and I was like, hey, can you take my picture? That's a conversation starter, guys. But yeah, so we kind of stuck to each other throughout my rest of my trip, to go to different tourist spots. So yeah, but I wasn't nervous for traveling alone, but it was like, it made me realize how stressful traveling with other people is. Yeah, but we had a good evening. We walked around the bay. I think she landed either that same day, I think, or the day before. But yeah, we went to the garden show. That was really, like, really, really nice. It was really pretty. It was really pretty. Yeah, so listen, you can listen. Yeah, I think it's interesting that people were sitting up, but I was laying down. I was like, why are you guys laying down? Like, come on now. Like, enjoy. But the next day we went to Haji Lane. We just had a bunch of like food, like little trinket shops. But this day was also really hot. It was really hot. So we also stopped by to get water, and she wanted to do her own exploring. I had to pack, clearly. And then we met up again to go to the garden after I got my ice cream and my durian chocolate that wasn't that good, unfortunately. But we went back to meet at the garden and to watch the show again. And this time I went through a different entrance because I saw that it looked like the lighting looked really nice. It was more afternoon, evening time, cooler. Yeah, so you can take a listen. Let's listen to people. Just, my phone did not capture the goodness of it, okay, guys? And then we went to a light show, water show. Okay, this is the bar that's above my hostel. And I was like, if you guys are keeping me up at night, no, they're not really keeping me up at night, but if you were up at night or whatever, like, let me go. Hello? And it was pretty good. So yeah, went to sleep at 2, woke up at 3 or 4 because I need to get to the airport. Trust, that was a $30 Uber, okay? And I was out of it, bro. At this point, I was out of it. Yeah. Let me tell you, I am out of it. My face, bro. The acne just kept going. Yeah. At this point, I've been on more airplanes than ever in my life before. And we landed. Short story time. So I didn't have my credit card in my phone, so therefore I couldn't virtually get the transit cards, and I didn't want to withdraw from the ATM to get yen because I didn't have yen. So I was like, what do I do? 1 hour, an hour and a half, 2 hours, I don't even know, past me trying to realize multiple of these steps. I didn't have this, I can't get this. I step outside because I'm like, you know what, let me get a breath of fresh air because I'm stressed out. I find an express bus to my hostel area, like Dotonbori. Why did I spend all this time just like stressing when I could have just like asked for help too? But it was also my first time in a country like In Korea, I know a little Korean. Not that much, but I knew a little. Japan, I knew no Japanese. Besides, like, ordering, because that's what I was studying. So I was just, like, really nervous to go up and ask. But I should have. It would have saved me, like, at least 2 hours. But, yeah, this is me getting on the shuttle bus. Actually, this is me coming out of the airport, but then it's me going on the shuttle bus. But that was ridiculous. That was sad. But we made it to Osaka. 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 Hostel again. We love our hostels. This one's really nice. It was pretty quiet. Getting ready to get out, explore. And I was really in the really busy area. So had dinner and kept exploring. It was really nice. Now I had a really good first night. And then I feel like it just kind of went downhill after that, not gonna lie. Just not in a bad way, but just like a really busy, overwhelming way after Singapore, if that makes sense. Yeah. Lots of matcha. I almost drink matcha every day. And I don't even drink matcha. But I was like, I can't be doing this. I can't be missing opportunity. I also don't know what I did this whole entire day because I didn't take any photos. But we already made it to nighttime, so. Next morning, we had more matcha. That was actually really good. I really enjoyed that. And then I went to the castle, but I didn't go inside because I didn't want to pay. But yeah, lots of tourists, lots of people. Yeah. And then I decided to go to Kobe. Took a day trip to Kobe. It was only like, I think, an hour and a half train ride. Yeah. So I went to Kobe and I went to the mall. That was one of the stops for food. Supposedly this was like a really popular chain there. It's like a family restaurant. It was giving like Italian version of Applebee's. Then I went to this bakery that I saw on TikTok. And then we're at the port. I'm so sad because you're supposed to be mountains. Couldn't see them. And yeah. And it was raining. Oh, at least it wasn't hot. But yeah, and then this was like the mall area kind of. There's a little shopping, and a lot of like food. There's like a food market. I think it was Chinatown area. Yeah, and then we left at 4 a.m. to go to Tokyo. So yeah, I had booked this ticket to try to, see Mount Fuji, but clearly not visible. But we made it to Tokyo. I dropped off my stuff, went to Shibuya, and then met with my friend I hadn't seen in a long time from university. And that tuna was good. We went to this bar. It was so good. I had a really nice night. I'm so thankful for that. And yeah, I went to Shibuya again.
Yeah! It feels good.
Yeah. And it was also not as many people crossing as I thought.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then I walked home from the station. That was the Sky Tree. That was like near my place, but I don't know what's going on here, but oh yeah, I had good sleep. That's what I was saying, good sleep. Yeah, and then day 2, I think, I had more matcha. Went to Koreatown. Stray Kids. And yeah, I did some exploring. And then this was Shinjuku, I think. Maybe. At least this was Shinjuku, I think. And the cat. Yeah. And I explored a little bit of... I forgot what it was. Like Shinjuku, but like that area, like Cat Street or something like that. Tomodachi had to pick that up for my brother. And yeah, just went around the mall, had some vegan. I don't even remember what this is. I was starving. That's all I remember. Because you see, I'm not eating anything. Because I was eating convenience store sandwiches. That's what I was doing. But yes. Let me go back. Hold on.
Bright and early, 9 a.m. We're supposed to be out here earlier, but
sleep is more important.
I wanted to sleep. Now there's only one day left, a day and a half. Let's go.
Yo, I was so tired. By this point, it had taken me out. Okay, everything had taken me out. That souffle, I waited an hour. And it's like, at some point, you have to think, like, I need to actually be eating protein. Or, like, eating food. And I was just not eating food. I was drinking matcha. I didn't prioritize food. I prioritized matcha. Yeah, that was crazy times. And then I went to, this is like a really, I forgot what it was called. It's like a very popular stationery store. But it was kind of expensive, so I didn't really get anything. But yeah, stationery galore. Louis Vuitton, yeah, Louis Vuitton. Okay, and then I went to my glass making class. My design was so poopy. Like, look at that. It was literally so poopy. Yeah. And then they had so many other options I could have picked, but I picked the poopiest design. I don't know. Like, I did my own, but, like, screw that. I shouldn't have done that. But it's okay. Yeah, it still look cute. Sitting right there. Yeah, and then some dudes, I went shopping, and I was so confused. Again, it's so stressful not understanding Japanese, okay? Like, I don't even know Korean, but I know, like, a little bit. But Japanese, I knew nothing. I was like browsing through stuff, and they were just like, oh, like, do you want to try it on? I'm like, no, I'm good. I'm holding this like Shake Shack ripped up bag from Singapore. That was really good, by the way. And they're like, kawaii. I'm like, I don't know what you're calling kawaii, but if you're calling this bag kawaii, I don't know what I'm about to, I don't even know what to say, because that bag was ripped up to the end of the earth, and calling that kawaii is, I don't even know. I started a trend. Who even knew? Maybe I started a trend. I don't know. It was hot that day. And I'm at the airport. Wait, no, I'm not. Guess I'm not. I think I just stopped to eat. And then I went to like this fish market. I didn't have enough cash on me. And I wasn't gonna put ATM. But had some food. Before my flight, I took the train. And I should have like stayed at least an hour, because I think I got to the airport maybe like 2 hours. The flight was delayed an hour and a half. And then we got to Incheon like an hour and a half late. And then there was no train from Incheon to Seoul. So guess what I did? I stayed at the airport until the next train in the morning. Yeah. So, me trying to make myself stay awake, but yeah. So I caught the first train at like 4 or 5 in the morning, and I'm over it. And then I took the bus from Seoul to Pohang. Yeah, Pohang was bad. And then we made it home. Here's my unboxing. Yeah. So yeah, that was my summer vacation. It was my first time solo traveling, like I said. So I had a good time. It was good growth, you know.
Being independent, 20s, you know.
I'm so happy, so thankful. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed your summer, even though it's October right now. Thanks for watching, and see you next time. Bye.